What's going on, everybody? So something very amazing happened to me today. Just right now, actually. I was driving down the freeway, and I noticed a Toyota Prius that was pulled over on the left-hand shoulder out of the fast lane with its hazards on. The windows were tinted, so I couldn't see who was in the car or anything like that. But I was like, fucking stop and see if they need help. But they were on the right shoulder. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know if I would have stopped. I mean, I try to stop like when I can, but because everybody has needed help on the side of the road at one point or another. I know I have more than enough times. But so I pulled over, and I walked up, and it was this younger girl. She was probably, I'm gonna say early to mid 20s, maybe. Very easy on the eyes, I might add, but that's beside the point. I was like, hey, do you need any help or whatever? And she's like, no, it's okay. My dad is coming, but he's like 15 or 20 minutes away. Me being a father of 3 daughters, if I can get her off the side of the road quicker, I'm absolutely going to do it. I said, do you have a spare tire? If you have, she had a flat tire. I said, if you have a spare tire, I'll change it for you real quick, get you back on the road. You can call your dad or whatever, and just get safely off the road, and then, call your dad, and he could inspect it or whatever, but, I know how to change a tire. I can get you off the road. She was like, no, it's okay, being, reluctant, but you could tell, in her voice, it was like, I just want to get off this road. So I go, listen, let's check and see if you have a spare, if you have a spare tire, and it was on the passenger side, so it was on the traffic side, and she was, right off the lane, I was like, yeah, there's not going to be enough room for me here, So she had a spare tire or whatever, and I go, listen, just pull your car as close to that wall as you can to give me enough room, and kind of park your car a little bit at an angle, and I'll change the tire for you real quick. She's like, okay, so I did it, whatever, changed the tire. I got done, and honestly, I said, she was not bad, she was easy on the eyes or whatever, but that didn't even cross my mind once. It was just some stupid fact I actually just put in here. It doesn't even matter to the story. Or maybe it does. I just thought about this. Anyways, so I get down, I put the tire on or whatever, and I'm putting the flat, and the tire was blown the fuck out. It must have been a pretty gnarly blowout, because it was fucking shredded. Anyway, so I put the tire back away or whatever, and I was like, yeah, the air in there's a little bit low. You probably want to pull over, get air at the nearest gas station. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. That was so nice of you to stop and blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, it's totally cool, I needed help, no big deal. And it really, I wasn't, no big deal. So she tried to hand me money, and I was like, I don't want your money, it's cool, I'm just helping you out, whatever. And she's like, oh, well, my name's Catherine. I was like, oh, I'm Kevin, nice to meet you or whatever. And I was like, who knows, maybe we'll meet again sometime, someday, who knows. And I just walked away. And she, she got back in the car. I made sure, she safely got back on the road, some car didn't come out of nowhere and fucking whack her. That would suck, right? God, that would totally suck. But anyways, so I made sure she got back on the road. I got on the road, whatever. Well, here's the trippy part. For a split second, I remembered who I am. Sounds weird, right? I remember my old self. I know that sounds fucking totally randomly insane, but that's the shit I used to do all the time. All the fucking time. I would do shit like that. you know, I take their money. Like if I'd be at Home Depot, for example, and like there was like an older gentleman and he bought like, you know, some wood. Obviously he loaded the wood onto the cart, but fuck, man, you know, like the guy's older, man. He's paid his fucking dues, right? Like, so I'd always ask, like, do you need help loading it, you know? And more often than not, they'll be like, no, it's fine, because they're expecting, like, fucking me to ask for money or, you know, a ride or some bullshit. Like, there's never, like, people don't just do anything anymore just to, like, do it. It's like, there's always, like, they have to get some sort of payback for it. So I always tell, like, the people, I'm like, just let me help you load it real quick, man. I'm not doing anything else. Just let me help you load it. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, all right. And then at the end of it, they'll try to give me $5. And I'm like, I don't want your money, man. That's not what it's about. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, none of that bullshit. Like, that's not even the point. The point is I got away from that because I was like, too busy, too much stress, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Like, all those fucking excuses and reasons why I couldn't, like, help people. You know, why I couldn't, like, put myself out there. But, like, I feel fucking great right now, dude. I honestly feel fucking really good. Like, I got just as much out of that interaction as she did, you know? And her fucking pops is like, hey, you know what? I feel a little safer with my daughter going out now because, you know, I mean, she was alone on a fucking, you know, a main highway at 11 o'clock at night. Like, she's an adult, she's allowed to do that. But as a father, you fucking worry, right? So at least maybe a little bit, it'll be like, okay, there's still some fucking good guys out there, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it just made me, I don't know, it's fucking, totally random fucking video, I know, but, it just, yeah, it just, fuck, man, it just reminded me, like, you know, like, maybe that's what it's fucking all about, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's what it's fucking all about. It's stopping and helping change tires on the side of the road. Maybe that's what the answer to the problem is. You know? Very possible. Very, very possible. I'm joking. You get what I'm saying. Helping others helps yourself. Like I said months ago, you can let it eat you or you can let it teach you. I've been letting the shit eat me up. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Anyways, love you guys, respect you, appreciate you, care about you. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, the YouTube algorithm will fucking love you, and so will I.